Welcome back to More Sip the Tally. I'm your host, Coach Evans. And today we just want to celebrate Jayden Daniels and what he's done so far as a rookie in this 2024 playoff run. I know technically it's 2025, but we really just want to celebrate what he's done so far and shed a light on his performances versus Tampa Bay and then versus Detroit. He has his team playing in the NFC Championship game as a rookie. But let's dive into this Jayden Daniels film, and we're going to take a look at both games and see some of his best throws from the game versus the Bucks and the game versus the Detroit Lions. Let's dive right into it. There we go. All right. So first up, we'll start with the Bucks and go from there. We'll go through his best throws versus the Bucks, and then we'll work our way to the Lions. And you really just kind of start off and show what he's done and progression he's made as a rookie. Doesn't play like a rookie, seemed like a seasoned vet. And yeah, I know he had a bunch of years in college, started at Arizona State, finished at LSU, won the Heisman, but he's really been playing some really good football. Like right now, pressure's coming off the edge, and Scary Terry, at the top of your screen up here, has the inside track on this dude. Now, I don't think, it's not a slot fade. He just happened to release inside, but it's still a fade, still a go ball. And watch where Jayden puts this ball with pressure. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the ball placement. Let's watch the ball placement. You can't throw a ball better than that. What up, P? You can't throw a ball better than that. On Jamal Dean. Great catch by Scary Terry. And even better throw by Jayden. Let's go to our next one. First the Bucks again. Let RPO action. Perfect. Perfect. We're going to look at the end zone view to kind of see the read, but the read is the middle linebacker. He takes that step up with the run. Jayden pulls it. Hits him in that window. You'll see the window easier from this end zone view. Here it is, same play right here. This is the read guy right here in the middle. So he's going to kind of slow play it and kind of stay in that spot, which is going to open up this whole window right here. This whole window is going to be open. That's where you're going to hit the slant. Come to little play action. Down in, I think it's Levante David. I think that's what that is. Did move. Look at that window right behind him from stepping up. Bam. Great footwork. Quick release. That's what RPO is. The RPO and read option is not the same thing. A lot of people confused on that. You got to have it. You got to have it. Big time throw in the back of the end zone. Good pocket by the offensive lineman, even though they're going to be down the offensive lineman in this game because I think one of their guys got hurt. De'Ami Brown, De'Ami Brown, who's just came alive in this playoff run. Back of the end zone, wide open. Jayden hits him. And the pocket presence, the pocket itself, really. So this is really a shout out to the O-line. He just shuffles, buys time, don't get nervous and run up out of there. Stays in there and lets the play develop. And keep in mind, like on paper, they weren't supposed to win either one of these games. Look at the ability to stay active and make some play down the field. Little play action, getting pressure up the middle by 96. He's moved off his spot, but his eyes never venture from going downfield. The whole time in his pocket, his eyes are downfield. Yes, I agree, P. The whole time his eyes are downfield. Now, as he take off, as he comes up here to take off, you see these guys start to come up as well, and then that opens the void even more for Brown. Now, I don't know why this guy looking at the bottom of the field. He's probably looking at Terry, trying to pass this off to somebody else. So his eyes go to Terry, and there's just going to be a big open void right around the 40-yard line. Simple. Just keeping his eye. Ooh, ran over that cat. Keeping your eyes downfield as you scramble or before you even start to scramble, because that's when guys come up to you and they react to you. And if you got patience and your heart don't flutter too much, you can get a completion. For a big game too at that. Now let play action. Just dropping dimes, man. Staying in the pocket, staying poised. Offensive line doing a great job. Well, doing a decent job. Got a guy kind of barreling on him. Stays in there, makes a throw. Quick release. See it. Get it out. Get it in range. 17 has really showed up for these cats, boy. He is making the most of this playoff run. Really is. Got to have it. Red zone. Got to score touchdowns in the playoffs. Got to. Look at that. I'm going to find my guy. The good thing about the Commanders, they have a number one. And Jayden knows when it's nut cutting time, find that number one right here. And they also have a reliable tight end. He ain't what he used to be when he was in Philly, but they got a reliable tight end as well. And the complimentary piece number 2, doing his job. Both their backs, kind of doing their job. It's like P said, they keep building around them. Who knows? I mean, and they still playing. They won. So technically, they're one of the top 4 teams in the NFL because they still playing. Despite the record, despite what you think of them, they still playing. A lot of teams still not. So they one of the top 4 teams in the NFL at this point in the season with a rookie quarterback. Get a throw. Look at the anticipation. Because these guys kind of bobbled up on top of each other right here. Now, Jayden knows where they're going, but still, they too close for comfort. Jayden's already throwing this ball. He don't know if he's going to run into this DB right here or what, but the ball's already leaving his hands. And as soon as he breaks from behind him, it's right where it needs to be. He catches it in stride and now has the opportunity to get some yards after the catch. Now let's go versus Detroit. Now, this game, they were severely underdogs, but he just kept making play after play after play. And the divisional round, even though my squad lost, this probably was the best game watching. And get right here, not being nervous, not being afraid to. Hey, I ain't got nothing. My first couple of reads ain't there. The pressure coming. Let me just check it down. I got a guy that is really good with running out of the backfield in Austin Eckler. Just know your personnel. Get it to him and let him do his thing. So this is probably a negative 1 yard throw. And they get 10, 20, about 25 yards on a negative 1 yard throw for understanding who his playmakers are. Kenny says, who do you think going to win it all this year? Eagles. I'm hoping for the Eagles. I don't want nobody in the AFC to win since the Ravens didn't win. I'm hoping for the Eagles. But I don't put anything past this kid right here, man. This kid he's special. He's poised. He's playing wise beyond his years. He went toe-to-toe with probably one of the best offensive, if not the best offense in the NFL. Now, yeah, I know they hurting on defense, but at this point, ain't no excuses. Next man up. Got a little play action here. Got a little deep crossers. He's just standing there stoic, waiting on it, being patient, letting it develop. You got to shout out to the Commanders' offensive line, man. They helped this kid. I ain't gonna say they make his job easy, but them giving protection like that really, really does help. Really does help. And again, like I said, number 2 has really shown up in the playoffs. De'Ami Brown, like none other. Him and Scary Terry complement each other so well. And you add Zach Ertz in there, and it just gets even better. Now this one right here, understanding your playmakers, seeing this blitz coming, seeing Branch coming, and knowing you got numbers out there now. You got 2 versus 3. If the 2 receivers not getting the ball can block it up, you got the potential for a big play. And guess what? The 2 receivers not getting the ball, they block it up. Scary Terry runs through this arm tackle, and you get another negative throw for a touchdown. Well, for a huge game, which happens to be a touchdown in this one. That's a negative yard. That's a screen. It's a wide receiver screen. Again, they constantly making plays versus the Lions. Constantly. Another little play action. This throw right here. I wasn't sure if this was a one, but this throw right here. Look at the anticipation. He's throwing his ball to the slot receiver right here, the guy that's running down the top hash. But he's going to throw it down here by the 30-yard, this bottom 30-yard marker down here. This 30-yard marker down here, or maybe beyond, is where this ball is going. Watch how much touch he puts on it and allows his guy to run up under it. So he's going to break right now. Ball's out. Ball's out. The guy's in the middle of the field. And Jayden's about to get hit. So he don't have the perfect mechanics throwing his ball, too, because he know he was trying to wait and get that man or get that route time to develop. But the ball's out. Look at the touch. Wow. Wow. You almost couldn't hand him this ball in a better spot. You almost couldn't hand him this ball in a better spot. The ball dropping. Right there. No, neither defender has a chance at it. The only person is the wide receiver. The only person. And it's a rookie now. Making these throws right here. And right here, this was a gotta have it moment. Gotta have it moment with your main guy at the bottom, Scary Terry. But you go to the old vet to create space. Zoop. Gotta have it. Not folding under pressure. Not folding under pressure. Throws a dart to Ertz. Ertz comes through. Big catch. And we didn't even mention his running. Didn't even mention that at first. Look at his running in this game. That also helps. This is simple zone read. And the thing is with this one, he don't even do the read right. Because I think this is Darius Smith. Is Darius Smith's shoulders are square? Like if they're pointing in, let me see, where's my thing at? If they're pointing in this direction, he should hand his ball off, which Darius does because he kind of, surfs down the line. Jayden shouldn't pull this. But in Jayden's mind, I'm a better athlete than you, so I'm just going to outrun you. Ain't very many people in the NFL can say that or do that. Ain't very many people. He's one of them. It may be two people that can do that. He's one of them. See, watch. Darius plays this just right. So he should hand this ball off to Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler to see that cutback and hit that right there. So Zadarius plays this right. Jayden plays it wrong, but because he's that much more of a better athlete than Zadarius, look at that. You got to be good with your ball handling, too, to do that. Picked up one more. Now, this one, if I'm not mistaken, they got a free runner coming. And he sees it. Ain't much he can do down the field. He just outruns people. They got two free runners off the backside. On the front side, both of his receivers get jammed up, and Zadarius covers the back out the backfield. So he has nobody open. So he just uses athleticism and speed. Okay, y'all got my stuff covered. Got my receivers locked up. I'm just going to run out of it. And he's on a magical run so far this postseason. He has, I'll tell you his stats real quick. For both playoff games, so he's total numbers, 46 for 66, 567 yards, 4 touchdowns, and this is the biggest number, 0 turnovers. Rushing-wise, he's 29 for 87 yards, but the biggest number is 0 turnovers, and one of the main reasons the Washington Commanders are playing for the NFC crown Sunday. Now, can they win it? Heck yeah, they can win it. It's a tall task, but both of the games they've played so far have been a tall task. So I wouldn't put it past the Washington Commanders to do that. And if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know the record for this year, but this will be the third time they play. And I'm assuming Philly has beat them twice. I'm gonna go look when it's over with. It's gonna be tough to beat them a third time. So I give them a fighting chance. I really do give them a fighting chance to be successful. And I'm definitely rooting for the kid, just like T Sizzle says. But whoever wins in the NFC, whether it's the Commanders or the Eagles, that's what I'm rooting for in the Super Bowl. So I'm looking forward to a good game and see if he can continue on this magical run, man. This is Coach Evans with more Sip to Tally. I appreciate y'all for coming through. That 1-on-1. Appreciate you, Kenny. Appreciate you, Kenny. So planning for a third time. It's tough because everybody know each other's tendencies. They know what you did good versus the first game, so they're going to try to fix that. They know what we did bad versus the first game, so we can try to fix that. So it's gonna be a real cat and mouse game in this third game. But I appreciate Kenny for coming through with that stat before I jumped off. So it's gonna be interesting to see. It's gonna be interesting to see, and both games will be interesting to see because speaking on the AFC game real quick, both of those games were let's just not make a mistake. And so that's what both teams did make a mistake. Both of them won. So we'll see if anybody decides to get aggressive in the AFC Championship game and see what that outcome ends up being. But again, this video is about Jayden Daniels and his magical run so far through the playoffs, especially with no turnovers. That's the big number. And this is Coach Evans, and I'll see y'all soon, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Peace, peace, peace. Ray, Kenny, T Sizzle, Dog Team, and P. Peace, y'all.